Have you ever thought about the fact that many of our intellectual students are unemployed while an average student gets a job? The reason for this is that we consider only A1 grades and positions to be the key to success, and most of the students are in a situation where only their good grades can get them a job. Therefore, this overconfidence of theirs makes them feel compelled to go from one to the other office. On the other hand, many average students with their B and C grades also know that there will be no benefit of just applying for grades and a good CV, so they also use such psychological tricks with the help of which they immediately influence the interviewer. Because the human psyche plays an important role in every aspect of our life. So in today's video, I will tell you which psychological tricks can increase your chances of success before the job interview and during this time. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe to the channel to watch more videos. 1. If possible, select the time as per your wish. Many companies give time and day for interviews, but if you get a chance to choose the time slot according to you, then do not waste it by saying that they should decide the time. By doing this, they will feel that your decision power is weak or you are always available. That means you don't have much value. If you are asked what day you can come for an interview, then you should decide on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday as the day of the interview. It will be better to do this because usually after the weekend, i.e. Monday, is considered an extremely busy day. In the same way, people are more busy because of the weekend coming on Friday and Saturday, due to which people involved in the interview panel may not be able to give you more time and may not be able to judge your abilities in a hurry. In the same way, if you're asked about the time, then think that when the officer starts his day, he gets very busy in his work. Even some people get exhausted from the situation of traffic and reach the office, which can also cause them to be angry. And these people are able to focus on some other work at least 1 hour later. And in the same way, after 4 o'clock, everyone is tired and is waiting for a 5 o'clock holiday. So it is better for you to choose the time between 11 o'clock and 10 o'clock so that the people who take the interview can find out about the interview and you can return successfully. 2. Avoid unnecessary compliments. There is also a group of people who go for interviews who also make unnecessary compliments for getting job and mention such skills in front of the interviewer, which do not happen in them. Such people should remember that psychological this is an uninteresting act, and the interviewer can also tell you to complete some tasks on the occasion of an opportunity. For example, making a file on the project manager or checking an old balance sheet. Therefore, only tell the same qualities about yourself with honesty that are present in you. In the same way, if the interviewer asks you about your weakness, then also give the right and honest answer. Because often the purpose of asking this question is to investigate your nature and personality, such as to what extent you like yourself or what character you have. 3. Take care of your body language. While entering for a job interview, it is natural for you to be a little worried at the time. But you can influence the interviewer psychologically through your good body language. Because along with the clothes, they will also see the style of coming inside you. Therefore, if you're a little worried, then cover it with a confident body posture. Means, you should enter the boardroom with your shoulders raised and your arms straight. Your hands should be out of the pocket and your feet should be firm and strong. In the same way, if your hands are wet from heat or from burning naturally, then dry them with a towel before going inside. If there are people in the panel, then shake your hands with enthusiasm and make them feel that you are confident. During the interview, keep your hands on the table instead of in your lap and sit straight. And while talking, instead of keeping your hands in the same position, keep shaking a little to give expressions. Making a good eye contact also puts a good impression on the interviewer. As you enter for the interview, your eyes should be open in a confident way, so you will look attractive to the panel before looking at your CV. And during the interview as well. Instead of looking here and there, look at the person who has asked you a question. In the same way, you should definitely smile during the interview so that you look confident, but not so much that the interviewer gets disturbed by it. But if you are in the job interview of customer services, then smiling more can be a plus point. Along with this, Keep your voice normal while speaking and talk quietly so that you look more expressive and powerful. Number 4. Answer the tricky questions from the present mind. We have entered the millennial era, where the terms like smart workers or knowledge workers are being used instead of employers, which means that the job interview is no longer limited to only educational skills. Rather, the attention of the interviewers is more towards your emotional intelligence. These questions are such that we are not told the answers in the universities. Rather, we have to find out the answers ourselves. Therefore, you should not make yourself frog of well and keep your mind alert. There are many examples of this, such as the interviewer can ask you whether money is more important for you or commitment, or what kind of decisions you will take in difficult situations and tight deadlines, or if the company is facing financial losses, what will be the first lesson you will learn from it, etc. Number 5. Guess the age of the interviewer. During the job interview, it is also important to test more psychological tricks to guess the age of your interviewer. By doing this, you will be able to satisfy them by giving answers according to their generation. John Malador has divided people according to their age in his book, Crazy Good Interviewing, into 4 categories, so that the people who come for the job can put their personalities in front of them and give answers. Interviewers who are 20 to 30 years old. They are counted in Generation Y. Such interviewers are more impressed by seeing your work than by talking about it. Therefore, before going to the interview, save some samples of your work, such as articles written in the newspaper or your ads, news packages, and software in USB. If your interviewer is of this age, you can show him the visuals of your work and tell him in a lighthearted way that you are multi-talented. People from 30 to 50 years old come to Generation X. And they also pay attention to the fact that you have the ability to balance work and personal life. If your interviewer is of this age, don't tell him that I am so crazy about work that I forget everything. Rather, tell him that I am moderate in my mood and I pay attention to every matter. Interviewers who are 50 to 70 years old are baby boomers. Therefore, they should be shown that you are very hardworking. But tell them that one day you'll be a hard worker. Tell them that one day you want to be a successful person like them. Interviewers who are 70 to 90 years old know how to read you. Never say bad things about your old job in front of them. If you do this, they will understand that in the future, you will be doing the same bad things about their company by giving interviews somewhere else. Number 6. Don't cut the interviewer's words. No one likes to cut their words in the middle. And doing this during the job interview is considered extremely bad. Most of the time, interviewers are checking your patience through a long talk. Therefore, you should also listen to them silently while acting on their own psychology. During this time, don't let the interviewer feel that you are not taking any interest. And keep shaking your head and make them feel that you are paying attention to them. Job interviewers experts also say that the fun of talking through dots impress the interviewers. Not only this, but if you are also getting a topic in their conversation which you both are interested in, then do not hesitate to talk about it and give your opinion. For example, if your interviewer is interested in reading books or politics, or he is a cricket player and you also have such a quality or hobby, then you can tell him about it. Number 7. Refrain from flattery. Most people bring earth and sky in the praise of the company to get a job, and some start praising interviewers who no one can know in one meeting. There is no use of such praises, because such people are considered to flatter interviewers and are weak. Those who do not trust their intelligence, but they can praise anyone for their benefit. So it is better for you to read anything about the company for the interview, and do not say anything other than authentic praise. Number 8. Consider the use of your dressing and colors. The psychology of colors is not only very interesting, but for a good job interview, you should also take care of the colors along with your dress code, which can have a positive or negative effect on the interview. Because the first look of the interviewer will be on your clothes, which will make him think about your thoughts. For this, first of all, you should remember that you're going to give an interview for what kind of company and for what post. For example, if you're going to the newspaper office for the job of an actor or a news reporter, then you should do the clothes and their colors according to the environment there, such as light-colored dress pants and an office shirt. But if it is a TV channel and you have to give an interview for such a post, then light-colored three-piece suit and dark-colored tie should be included in your dress. In the same way, if your destination is an advertising agency, then a t-shirt or an office shirt will also work with jeans. Apart from this, try to use less red and orange colors because they do not give a good effect. Dear viewers, if you are new to this channel, then subscribe to the channel to watch more videos.
Goodbye.